Hello everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Tea with Nan. Happy Valentine's everybody. This is my lovely cup that someone gave to me, bless her, a nice friend of mine, and it's a lovely little heart Valentine's lots of love cup. So it's a good cup to use today because it's Valentine's Day. Isn't that lovely? And my favourite day too. So this is Monday. How lovely. I love Mondays. This is really good. So if anyone's on here, anyone wants to say hi or give me a little wave, that would be lovely. If not, I'll be talking to myself. I'll do that anyway. So I hope you're all well. I hope everyone's okay. And you've got a nice cuppa and you can just join me for a nice 20 minutes or so talking about Valentine's Day today. That's what I'm going to be doing. Well, it seems appropriate, doesn't it? So I hope you're joining me with a nice relaxed atmosphere and the home is nice and quiet and maybe like mine is lovely peaceful home today, and the birds are singing even though it is really cold out. We've got rain and sun, that means rainbows. It's all good, it's lovely. So today we're going to be talking about Happy Valentine's Day. So if anybody is on here, just say hi because I'd like you to join in if you want to. If not, of course, you can watch this later. So what does it mean? Well, it usually means about love, doesn't it? Everybody associates Valentine's with love. Isn't that lovely? They all feel that, you know, it's about a Valentine's, maybe a lover or someone that you really are close to, a very intimate relationship. And it is a lovely thing to have, a celebration day of love, don't you think? So basically, it doesn't have to be about family. It doesn't have to be about that close person. Of course it doesn't. It's gradually evolved so we can include family and friends and people we love. It's just a love day, really, isn't it? It gives you a good opportunity to love yourself. So the rain is coming down now, as I love the rain. But you may not be able to hear me in a minute. So, okay, what can we do? Well, we can find out about what I was really interested in, the history, actually, of why we celebrate Valentine's Day. Hello, whoever's watching. Nice to see you. We're talking about Valentine's Day if you want to catch up. So what is it about? Well, there was lots of priests in the Middle Ages. There was lots of priests called Valentine. But basically, there was one particular priest who used to look after couples. He used to put them together and marry them in secret so that the husbands wouldn't be taken off to war or killed in the war or taken to prison. Hi, Kerry. Nice to see you, darling. It's lovely that you've joined me. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone that's listening and watching because it's all about love today. All about love. So Valentine, this particular priest called Valentine, he used to marry all these couples just to help them stay together and to help the husband not go to war, etc. Oh, so I was quite interested in that. I didn't know that until yesterday. Hi, Elaine. Nice to see you on here. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Monday to everybody. My favourite day. So, yeah, so that's kind of, he basically was associated with lots of love between couples. Hi, Gail. Happy Valentine's Day. I love that. Oh, you're lovely too. Thank you. So yeah, it was all about courting and it was about validation of love. It was all about people really celebrating that, given a chance to focus on that day, because we take each other for granted, don't we? Well, a lot of people do. And they think, oh, that person's always going to be there for me and it's always going to be, you know, this way. But, you know, it gets taken away sometimes or distorted and life moves us along. And sometimes you just got to value what you have right now in this moment. And Elaine says hi. That's nice. Hi all. Yes, it's a nice place to get together on a Monday, like having a cuppa together. And I've got my wonderful cup here that I keep going on about because it's the first time I've used it. I love it. So, what does it mean? It means, well, when you're feeling happy and in love, or when you're feeling love for someone or yourself, which is what I'm going to get to, you're releasing serotonin and oxytocin. If you're doing something nice for somebody, you're making yourself happy, you're making them happy. That's the happiness hormones. And oxytocin, as everybody knows, is the love hormone, which is really good for your body. Okay, so that's very good for your hormones that help to release energy in this area, in the sacral and this pineal and hypothalamus area, the third eye. So that would balance those hormones a bit if you were to feel that feeling of love, okay? So how I wanted to use it today is I wanted you maybe to celebrate someone that you have close to you. If you have a Valentine, then value that Valentine. Value somebody who is who means such a lot to you, and maybe list to that person how much you love them and why you love them. Maybe do that by talking to them and telling them, or maybe just write it down or put it in a card or something. Lovely. And that way they get validation, and it's very good for them and it's very good for you. As I said, those happiness hormones will buzz around your body. Really good. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you, darling. I hope you're warm and safe and dry in this lovely cold day. Good day to be indoors. Well, it is for me. So your happiness hormones will be buzzing around you. You'll be helping them as well by giving them a compliment. Maybe if you haven't got someone close, you could do it to a friend. Just tell them why you love them. That's a nice thing to do. And yeah, so that's a very good thing to think about. Just basically why you love them. And your pets. You love your pets. The pets love you. That's a nice way to celebrate as well. You hold a pet and you think, that pet has a special bond with me. That's a lovely feeling. Oh, thanks for the heart. Kathy says she likes her dog and cat. Oh, she's getting hugs from her dog and cat. Hi, Mandy. Nice to see you on here, darling. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody who's listening, as I keep saying. So about love. How do we love? Do we love ourselves enough? That's another good thing. Hi, Sue. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, darling. You made it. Everyone's busy these days, aren't they? On Mondays. But I like to keep Mondays fairly free because I think it's a really good day to plan your rest of your week. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you, darling. So how do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Do you give a present to somebody, or do you give it to yourself, or do you perhaps treat yourself? You know, if you haven't got anybody in your life, then think about yourself. Oh, Mandy's saying happy Valentine's Day to everyone. That's exactly right. It belongs to everybody. It's a good opportunity to focus, not just on one day, but to use this day as an opportunity to wake up those feelings again of appreciation and how much we value each other. And you might buy yourself a little prop. I love me. So I love you, little prop, little heart. That's a really nice thing to have. I haven't got a Valentine's, but I love me instead, and my inner child, and which is really nice. And I'm quite happy. Or you might buy yourself a rose. I took a rose out for me today. I thought, oh, it's lovely. Or as I say, the heart is quite nice as well. So my inner child is delighted with those because I look in the mirror this morning and I said, right, I value you, I validate you, I very much love you. It's a really special and beautiful thing to do for yourself because you need to love you first, don't you, before you love another person. This is really important. Otherwise, you have nothing to give. So if you can love yourself, you're helping your body, your mind, you're helping by the law of attraction to attract more of that into your life. You know, you're giving yourself validation no matter what, unconditional love, no matter what is going on, whether you don't like this bit of you or whatever. You can't really have self-judgment if you have self-love, and that's unconditional. So that's really good. So I've written myself a few little notes here. It is very good for you to buy yourself a little gift. You know, that's quite nice. Maybe buy yourself some flowers, as I say, or get yourself something that you would really love as a present. As if you haven't got somebody in your life to give you a present. Hi, Deborah. If you haven't got someone to give you that validation in a form of a present, I mean, then you can buy yourself something. It could be something tiny. It could be a special thing that you would like to receive, you know. Unconditional love, and thank you for a live talk on love. Oh, thank you, Gail. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. Big hug to you. And it's really good to send out that lovely feeling because everybody feels it and we all need it. Everybody does. We're one big family and we should be supporting each other. So if we can do that on here, or a kind word, or maybe a gift to somebody. You know, I've had lovely gifts actually. I had that cup as I told you about. I got the hearts. But I had a lovely gift. This is a beautiful gift. See that lovely gift there? That's jasper, red jasper. And that was made by my friend, Ellen. And if you want to know more about that, you can always message me because she has a wonderful site. She basically makes them for people. So if you're interested in that, her making you perhaps something that you could value for yourself, then just contact her and I can give you the details if you message me. Hi, John. Nice to see you. Oh, I love all of you. I love my dear cousin. So, yes, I do love you, cousin. Nice to be here with you. So, how else can you use this particular day? Well, you could look up, if you wanted to, you could look up some of my talks which connect to Valentine's. Connects in a way to loving yourself. And it'll be an ideal opportunity to give that present to yourself. If you don't actually buy yourself a present, that is. or make yourself a cake, or take yourself for a meal, or whatever it is you want to do to treat yourself today, or be treated by somebody you love, or to treat them. So, hi Karen. So, first talk I've got is Be Your Own Cake, number 19. Now that's all obviously about, well, I say obviously, a lot of people that have listened to it say, oh yeah, that all makes sense now. It's about being your own source of happiness. So you have got that fundamental feeling of being filled up with everything you need to give to another person. So if you want to go into that, that's number 19. That kind of shows you how to do it. It explains why it's important too. And of course, these are all good for your body. Certain parts of your body, as I say, all geared for the hormones to make you feel good. The second one I've got is The One I Love Is, which is number 16. And that is basically listing all the things you want or you'd like to have in a partner. Okay, really good. So if you had that, then you could have something to identify and to look at and to focus upon. And you're telling your brain that, and you're helping your inner child to focus on something that she or he wants, which is really good for you. So if anyone's not listened to that so far, then you've got an ideal opportunity to look today to treat yourself to that, okay? So The One I Love Is really good because it gives you, see, if you don't have an idea of what you want, how are you going to know what you're kind of bringing to you? You know, you've got to focus on something. I've got to have a dream to make it come true. If you don't focus on what you want, then how are you going to draw it to you? Because you have to be looking at the details, not just a vague picture of what you want, which is more important. So yeah, that's a good one. Soulmate connection is good. That's number 42. I really like that one too. Now that's where I show you how to take your dominant hand and your left hand, your less dominant, as a person that you want in your life to bring together and unite, which is lovely. Hi Maya, what a lovely name you have. And thank you for the heart. I love the heart. So that's a good one for the hands, but I have actually got a really nice one that goes with that isn't on that talk. But what you can do is you can give yourself a hug. Okay, now when I told you, when you hug yourself or when you're feeling love, then you are releasing serotonin and oxytocin. So imagine now you've got the person you would really like to be with, or perhaps you couldn't be with the person you want and they're around but they're not near you, perhaps they work away. You need that hug. Okay, whatever, you need that hug every day. So I've got clients doing this on a regular basis every day, the same time every day actually, and they hug themselves and they take a deep breath and they imagine those arms around them and they imagine that they're being held and they're safe and all the tension of the day is going, just disappearing. And they hug that person, that little inner child inside. It's really good. So, and as you do that, as I say, if you can do it for more than 17 seconds, you're going to release those serotonin and oxytocin, and you're going to feel it all the way through your body. And you're going to feel safe, and you're going to feel happy and content. Because you see, if we give ourselves that love, it's a really good start to feeling good and to attract it into our lives. If we want that, okay? I've got a few people that are listening on here that all they want is their pets, and that is absolutely fine. They can still give themselves that love and that hug, as well as their lovely pets giving it to them. Pets are wonderful for that, aren't they? Unconditional love every time. They don't care what you look like or what you're doing. They love you anyway. So I've got one lady I've talked to about this. Going back to the hug, I told her if she hasn't got somebody, hi Andrew, nice to see you on here, that she could get some perfume, she wanted to get some aftershave of the man that she'd always wanted to be with. And in her mind, she thought, oh, this is lovely. What a lovely smell. So I told her, put it on her wrists. If she puts it on her wrists and smells it, when she is holding herself, she's got the beautiful smell of the man she wants in her life. So you could do this with a partner you want in your life. You could have what you would imagine they would be wearing as what they call an external context cue. So you have it a little bit here and here. You're smelling it. You're experiencing that, which is really nice, and you're feeling it as you embrace yourself. So it's lovely. It's a good thing to do for yourself. And of course, you could always buy yourself perfume today if you want that. But what can you do for yourself today to show you that you love you? Could it be take yourself for a walk, or pick a pebble off a beach, or do something, make yourself a cake? So you can do this to yourself. You can treat yourself every day. You can give yourself love every day. But today is the day that people are more focused on giving love out. Well, don't forget the one in the mirror. because that's another thing you can do. You can look, if you want to know more about the mirror work, that's number 27 in my Nan talk. That's number 27. And that's where you look into the mirror and you can say, I value you, I validate you, I very much love you. It will feel strange at first because you maybe don't do that. And it's not ego. It's telling your inner child. It's telling that little part of you that he or she is valued, okay, and loved. And we all need that. And if you want to go to my website to catch any of these talks I keep going on about, it's www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And if you want to message me about them, it's probably best to go on the email, which is nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. Really good. So going back to my talks, I've got another one, as I say, the 3 V's that I talk about that I said to do in the mirror. That, if you want to go to that one, it's number, which one is that? Number 3. There you go. Number 3, to understand why the 3 V's is so important. Value, validation, and very much loved. Okay? People that use them actually notice a difference in their bodies. They notice it in their relationships around, because you give out a different vibe, you see. If you love or value yourself, then everybody will feel that vibe and they will give it back to you. It's the way it is. And another one I added just before I got on here today was about the Pollyannas. Now, what I mean by that, if you go to number 12 of the talks, that's all about how if someone hasn't got somebody in their life and Valentine's Day comes along and you think, oh, I haven't got somebody and I'm lonely or I'm sad. And there's a lot of us out, you know, that do feel that. We've all felt that. We've all felt that at times. So don't feel like you're the only one here if you do. But if you do feel like that, then just think, turn it around. And if you go to the Pollyannas, I'll explain how. It's like flipping it. So you actually get a different view of that same situation. So there might be 5 good things about not having somebody on Valentine's Day. Okay, if you didn't have someone to hug, to cuddle up to buy presents for, whatever, then you could buy yourself these things. Okay, that's number 1. Number 1, 5 of the 5 Pollyannas, that's the 5 positives from a negative. You can buy yourself a gift. You know, that's a nice thing to do. You could spend more time with friends and tell them how much you love them and get their validation in return if you're lucky. You can value, if you do get somebody eventually into your life, then you'll value that person even more. It also gives you a chance to work out what makes you happy. What makes you happy, not just settling for somebody. So that's another really good thing. Hi, Emma. So if you don't settle, you know you're going to value that person even more because you put more detail into what you really need and want. So that's why the the one I love is, I've got them connected there. I've got a notepad here, otherwise I'll forget. So yeah, if you do the one I love is, then you know exactly what you want and you're not going to compromise and you'll value your choice because of that. So if you find yourself without somebody, then ideally have this list for if you do want somebody. That's the list it's got to measure up to. And that's really good for you because then you've got it in your mind and your subconscious goes, right, I'm taking note of what you want. Okay? And it's really good. Oh, hi, Emma. Oh, I like all these people that are popping on. Thank you. Give yourself a big Valentine's hug from me because that's really good. So, yeah, so we've got Pollyannas. I do a lot of Pollyannas. If a situation isn't right, the car breaks down or something's wrong or you feel whatever you don't want to feel, then there's always 5 positive things you can get from that. As I say, you can look it up on number 12. So you've got 6 Nan talks. You've got Be Your Own Cake, the one I love, Soulmate Connection, which is also the hug, which I obviously am promoting today. And then you've got the mirror work, 3 V's and Pollyannas. Yay! All those things you can play with today. But there is one more thing I put on here, which I thought if you're brave enough to do, and a lot of people find this very difficult to do, but what a lovely gift to give to yourself. A list of 20 things that you like about you, as if you were your best friend, as if you were your partner. What would you value about yourself? And really think about that. I mean, I know it's weird. And most people, when I first started doing this stuff, I could only do 3. It took me a whole week to write. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. So what would your friends say about you? What would you like to look at yourself? You're not allowed to ask your friends. With this exercise, it's all got to be about you to you, really. Otherwise, most people could write 20 about their best friend, couldn't they? Hi, Julie. So if you could think about this today, or perhaps until next week, a list of 20 things you like about you. You know, you don't It's going to feel odd, as I say, but it's worth doing. And it works on a very deep subconscious level inside your body, in your mind. You get to accept yourself for all you are if you value who you are. So if you're going to look at all of those things and say, yeah, I like that bit. And don't forget to make them. Those comments you write, don't forget, I like this, I like that, I value this, I love me because. Don't forget, it's got to be physical, emotional, what you do, the whole package. Some people write the list and they don't write anything physical, but you might like your eyes, or you might like your skin, or you might like, anything. You can just write anything you like. Hi, Julie. It's lovely to see you. It's so good. And all those kisses and hearts, I love them. Got some hearts behind me, actually. And talking about hearts, I meant to say David Hamilton. I really love David Hamilton, and I'm always putting his posts on Facebook. But he did a really good post yesterday, and I shared it on my Facebook page. But so if you want to look it up, look him up as well, because he's brilliant. But he's kind of promoting I Heart Me. So it's like a little heart. It's a book he did, and it's really good to give to yourself. I Heart Me. Really nice. And he's such a genuine person. I recommend that you buy that book with all my heart. It's good. So you can treat yourself to a lovely book from David Hamilton. Look him up. You can buy yourself a present. You can take yourself for a meal. Go for a walk. Give yourself a hug. Buy yourself perfume. Or buy the perfume or the fragrance you'd like from your partner to be, if you haven't got one. And really embrace, put it on you, embrace it. And really own it. Really own that love. Really experience it. If you can do it for more than 17 seconds, it's locked in, you feel great. And guess what? You attract more of it from outside, from everyone you talk to. They'll all love you more. And you deserve that. So I think that's everything. I mean, you celebrate each other. You celebrate your partner if you have one. If you haven't, then you celebrate yourself. It's really lovely. Oh, Mandy says how lovely. It is lovely. You deserve a heart. You deserve lots of hearts. Now I'm giving you a heart back, you see. You keep giving the hearts on here, and I'm going to give you one back. I love you. I love you, everybody. And it wobbles. I love it. I'm my inner child's out today. So, yeah, I love you all. And, treat yourself to something nice. And remind yourself of why you love you. It's all very well to say, oh, well, I'm okay at this and okay at that. But if you were to start listing it, it would be lovely for you to keep that list as a present to yourself, or even buy yourself a card with all the reasons why you love you and put all those things in the card. That's a nice thing to do. Just thought of that. Your inner child will love it. Okay? And if you've got somebody in your life, then do it for them. Maybe just tell them how much you love them and all the reasons why. Okay? It's a good day to be positive. That's why I'm encouraging Valentine's Day. It's all about love. And this heart chakra will be boosted, and so will your hormones, and you'll just feel warm and cozy inside. So I hope you can all do something for yourself and release those hormones and make yourself feel good. Oh, what a lovely feeling. And I will see you again next week. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about next week, but what a great thing that Valentine's Day is on a Monday, my favourite day. That's an easy one to talk about. So there's my talks to go to. If you want to find out, as I say, about this wonderful, beautiful piece of jewellery that my friend makes, she's mixed them for everybody. This happens to be connected to a talk about the 7-year cycle, which I'd like to talk to you about. Again, perhaps I'll do that again next week, but I'll promote again, because you see, every 7 years we change and we go through different emotional things. And this, I'm in base chakra again, you see I'm on red. So if you want to find out more about that, talk to me. If you want to order anything from my friend, it's Gwiver, and her email is hello@Gwiver, Gwiver. So hello@Gwiver.co.uk. All right, cool. Now I promoted her, and that makes me feel good, and I love her. So thanks everyone for listening, and enjoy your Valentine's Day, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I shall see you next week for another Tea with Nan. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Lots of love to everybody. Bye everyone. Bye.